Stephanie from the Youth Services Department. On behalf of the Highland Park Public Library, we'd like to welcome you to Library in Your Living Room. Today we're pleased to present That's Tertainment, Booktalk Edition. Thanks for joining me. All the books presented today are available on our website through Overdrive, which offers ebooks, e-audiobooks, kids' movies, and more. You can find information on accessing Overdrive at the very end of this presentation after the closing song. Our first book today is House of Robots by James Patterson, which can be downloaded from Overdrive in both the ebook and e-audiobook formats. Sammy Hayes Rodriguez has enough trouble fitting in at school without his mother butting in. She's an inventor, a robot inventor. Their house is littered with her contraptions. Sammy can't do anything at home without dealing with robots, but that's not enough for his mother. Now she insists that Sammy bring one of the robots for school, not to show people, but as a student in his middle school. Worst yet, the robot thinks and tells everybody, other students and the teachers, that he's Sammy's brother. Why would his mother do this to him? And how can he make her stop? If you enjoy this book, be sure to look for other House of Robot books, which are also available on Overdrive. This next book, Fuzzy by Tom Engelberger, is available as an ebook on Overdrive. Every school has a principal. Sometimes principals are men, and sometimes they're women. Mr. Dorgas, the principal at Vanguard 1 Middle School, is a man. Vice Principal Barbara is a woman, or, well, not exactly. She's actually a computer. Her job is to enforce rules. Her sensors are everywhere. In the hallway, discipline tag assigned to student M. Murphy for running. In the classroom, discipline tag assigned to P. Johnson for inattention. And on the playground, Calvin Barnes, skateboarding, discipline tag assigned. Jimmy Neal jumping over Michael Ott is unsafe. Discipline tags to you both. She hands out discipline tags everywhere. Maxine is a good kid, but no matter how much Max tries to obey all the rules, discipline tag to M's Lester for dwaddling in the hallway, she can never get through a day without getting discipline tags from Vice Principal Barbara. And every discipline tag and citizenship demerit Vice Principal Barbara gives to Max is immediately sent to her mother's cell phone. Max is starting to really dislike school, until one day a new student comes. His name is Fuzzy. He's a robot. Max loves robots. Maybe school won't be so bad after all. Or maybe it's about to get a whole lot worse. And that was Fuzzy by Tom Engelberger. This next book, The Wild Robot by Peter Brown, is available on Overdrive in both the ebook and e-audiobook formats. There was once a ship that sank in the middle of the ocean. The ship sank, but some of the cargo did not. The crates floated and washed up on a deserted island. All the crates broke open, ruining the cargo inside, except for one. The robot inside that crate broke out and found itself all alone. Well, not all alone. There were creatures on the island. Some were dangerous. Most were not. Sometimes the robot helped an animal in trouble, like the fox with the porcupine quills stuck in his face, or the orphaned goose egg. That egg changed the robot's existence, because when the egg hatched, the robot became a mother. When you finish this unusual survival story, look for the sequel, The Wild Robot Escapes, which is also available on Overdrive. Today's last book, Tin by Padraig Kenny, is available as both an ebook and an e-audiobook on Overdrive. Christopher lives in a junkyard with Absalon, the guy who found him. Absalon is an engineer. He builds mechanicals, which are sort of robots made of metal and magic. Christopher is his assistant. Christopher has very few memories of his life before Absalon, But that doesn't bother Chris very much because he has a family. There's Round Rob, who's always curious and cheerful. Manda, who's wonky but very loving. Jack, Christopher's sidekick. And Giant Gripper, who is so powerful he can pick up a truck, but is also very gentle. Absalom, Christopher, and the mechanicals were out on a job when the accident happened. The car careened straight at Amanda, and her wonky circuits froze, but Christopher raced over to save her in time and was hit by the car instead. Christopher's injuries reveal a dark secret. The very next day, strange men come and take Christopher away. But Christopher is not alone. He has friends who are willing to risk everything to save him and possibly the world. Thanks for joining us. Please check hplibrary.org, where we bring library prints to you. And remember, when you're home and you run out of books, think of us. We're the place you can look a click away, and it's easy and how. That's tertainment. So remember now, don't have a cow, use tertainment. See you next time. Are you still here? Okay. For those of you who have stayed to find out how Overdrive can be found on our website, go to www.hplibrary.org. Hover over Books, Movies, More. Select Download and Stream from the Books, Movies, More section. Click on Overdrive. Click Sign In. Using the drop-down, select Highland Park Public Library and enter your library card number. Then you're in. Need help downloading an ebook or e-audiobook? Watch the how-to video on our website. Thanks for joining me for this edition of That's Entertainment. See you next week.